Well, even a broken clock is right twice a day. Sports broadcaster and left-wing CNN contributor Bob Costas joined in real time with Bill Maher, where he waded into the muddy waters of the trans athlete debate, and his comments may surprise you. Watch.
I understand that when it comes to Olympic boxing, that federation will allow trans women to compete against biological women. That seems crazy, and you don't want to be called, it's not transphobic to say, let's inject some common sense here. If someday the best player in the WNBA can play in the NBA, everybody would applaud. But if the worst guy at the end of the bench on the worst team in the NBA went to the WNBA and averaged 40 points a game, everybody knows that's bull.
Here now with reaction, the author of Gender Madness, former trans activist Oli London. It's nice to see Bob Costas get on board, but it's going to require a great deal more voices and action to step up and say that allowing biological men to compete against biological women, it is wrong, unfair, unsafe. And is it going to take a woman at the Olympic level getting injured?
Yeah, well, it's very refreshing to see Bob Costas, who is someone that's traditionally very liberal, speaking out about this. And all he said was, look, we don't want to be transphobic. Nobody's being transphobic. It's simply about common sense. And at the end of the day, it is, because we know biological males, regardless of what testosterone suppressants they take, they still have a significant advantage, whether that's their muscle mass, their height, their body weight. They always have an advantage over women, and we've seen time and time again recently males winning women's cycling championships, women's swimming competitions. So, you know, we need more commentators, sports players speaking up about this, because it's about protecting women, Dagan. It's about, you know, making sure women don't get injured in boxing matches. We've seen that before with Fallon Fox, a transgender boxer. They left a woman bloodied in a boxing match. So it's about keeping women safe and keeping sports fair.
Okay, so I'll join you two, and we'll give 3 cheers for Bob Costas on that one. However, we're going to go negative here, because it seems like the Biden administration, they've gone all in on institutionalizing radical gender ideology. It's now dumping, Oli, almost $1 million into studies aimed at denying that there are 2 genders. And so I would just argue that government science, frankly, is anti-science. They're trying to change the classroom to say there isn't men and women or boys and girls, male and female, that it's actually open to all the crazy genders that they say there are in the world. What do you say?
Yeah, I mean, it's $1 million being given to 3 separate universities to do a research study to try and make science classes for school children more inclusive. But at the end of the day, science is science. You cannot change biology. People can identify in different ways. Most people are very embracing and accepting of that, but you can't change your biology. So you can't change from a man to female. You can identify in a certain way, but you cannot change biology. So the fact that the Biden administration is spending such an enormous amount of money really is incredibly wasteful. And we all know the answer. They're going to spend all this money, and, you know, everybody can tell you that, you know, there's only male or female. We can be trans inclusive, but that doesn't mean changing biology lessons.
Right. Take the science out of science is what they're trying to do, Oli, with this money. And it doesn't seem like a lot, but that's not the point. Thank you so much. It was great to see you.
Science
Always.
is science.
Yeah.
And then there's government science.
Yeah,
Thank
exactly.
you, Oli. We appreciate it.
Oli London.